up, gentlemen? So let me be crystal clear in a slightly cryptic way. I am not saying that you shouldn't do your thing. Do you, as the kids say today. Your dad did it, your moms did it, your weird Uncle Barry did it often. It's not about not doing your thing. It's the way that you are going about facilitating doing your thing that is potentially the problem. Everybody watches a little, right? It's no big deal, and it may not be a big deal to you, but there are some people that it definitely is impacting in a very negative way, and that's what we're going to talk about today. The first thing and reason why watching and consuming a lot of the movies is detrimental to you, it's all about the dopamine reward system. Dopamine gets us in trouble, gentlemen, because dopamine's this little thing that our brain releases, and dopamine's job is to basically reward us and make us feel good when we accomplish a goal, a task, or do something that's going to help us sustain life. A lot of things that release dopamine, one of which is stimulation. The stimulation that you're actually watching releases dopamine. You doing your thing and actually reaching that point, that is also releasing dopamine. You watch, dopamine, you do, dopamine. Later you're like, damn, I want that dopamine hit again, right? Because it's addicting, it feels good, and so what do? Exactly, like I know that if I watch, dopamine, do, dopamine is a vicious cycle that is going to perpetuate, make you want it more until you stop. The second reason why watching a lot of it is bad and is definitely going to interfere with your ability to connect with people is that the more you watch, the higher your tolerance for visual stimulation actually gets. And it's sort of like drinking, right? When you drink alcohol, at first you're like, damn, I just got wasted off of like a wine cooler, right? The more you drink though, the more it's gonna take in order to get a buzz. The more you watch, the more desensitized you get, the harder it is for you to actually get excited. And when it comes to reality, it's just not that interesting compared to the movies. The other reality is that the more you watch, the more you consume, the more you're going to need and the more like out of like bound stuff you're going to require in order to get you excited. And this is a dangerous slippery slope to actually go down. The deeper and darker you go, right there, exactly, right? The more challenging then it is for you to get excited about your girl Janice, who's just like awesome, but she's not down with you like peeing on her, right? Like it's not reality. And for you, it's going to interfere with your ability to get excited over sassy Janice, when Janice is definitely sassy, but she's just not doing that. Which is going to bring us to the third issue you're going to have, which is it's going to interfere with your relationship, period. End of story. How do I know? Because it did for me. And it's the, let me see how I should explain this. When I stopped watching it, my relationship like boom, freakiness flourished and everything was awesome and got better and I was better connected and it was just better all around better. Fourth way that the movies are totally killing your confidence is all about your junk. Gentlemen, the first time I was a little dude, I was like 12 years old, right? I went rifling through my stepdad's drawer, I found this tape, I put it in, and then I saw it, I was like, oh my God, like he was hung like a mythical beast. I looked down at myself and I was like, I was deformed. It was at this precise moment that I developed a serious complex about my junk. I'm to realize that I am not deformed and I'm totally cool. And the most important thing is not the size, it's the fact that it works. Just gotta work, gentlemen. That's it. You gotta be able to get it, because if you can't get it, that's a sign that you are experiencing some form of ED, aka erectile dysfunction. And the great news is that Roman is today's video sponsor and is going to help you out. Roman can also help you with another big insecurity that a lot of guys have, and that is lasting longer in bed. Here's the deal. Valentine's Day. Yeah, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. And this is the time, as a dude, the pressure is on for us to perform in terms of perform. And so, if you're experiencing any form of ED or you want to last longer in bed, Roman, it's got you covered. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for your erectile dysfunction, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. A healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. And if medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it to your door with free 2-day shipping. And if you're looking to last longer in bed, they also offer Roman swipes. They're effective, easy to use, and you don't need a prescription for those. The whole process is simple, straightforward, and discreet. And honestly, it's one less thing you've got to worry about on Valentine's Day. Guys, for a limited time, if you hit that link down below, getroman.com/alpha, you're going to get $35 off your first month of ED treatment. You're also going to get a free bottle of lube with every swipes purchase. And if you order by February 10th, it's guaranteed delivery by Valentine's Day. Guys, go to GetRoman.com/alpha. That's GetRoman.com/alpha. Next thing that's not so amazing from watching a lot of it, gentlemen, is unrealistic expectations. I have said it a bunch of times. Porn is a lot of things. Reality is not one of them. But if you're looking at that and think that that is the way that your spicy senorita should act, how she's going to be like, oh my God, you're incredible, and just like freaking out and doing backflips, it's fake. It's totally fake. It's not reality. And so you're expecting something and the reality is something else. And a lot of times you're going to be disappointing either yourself or the person that you're with. The other thing that is a downside to consuming a lot of it is that it really makes sex about like you, right? You're taking care of yourself. It's not a collaborative effort. The next reason why it's not good, gentlemen, is that it makes you lazy. It totally makes you lazy, not only in terms of being productive personally, but being productive socially, right? When you're consuming a lot of it, you're doing that. You're not out. You're not active. You're not seeking new relationships in person or friendships. The reason why it definitely affects your confidence, self-esteem, guys, is that a lot of times we feel guilty for consuming it, right? Afterwards, we feel a little bit guilty. We feel a little bit naughty. Maybe you're watching something really dirty. For a lot of people that associate guilt or guilty feelings around the consumption of, the dirty stuff, right? And so if you continue to consume it, how is that affecting your self-esteem? Constantly like beating yourself up, thinking, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, or feeling guilty afterwards. A vicious cycle that you gotta stop, gentlemen. The next thing that it definitely damages is your satisfaction with your relationship. Like we said, guys, a lot of times if you're looking at this and you're thinking that this is what gets you excited, this is what you want, but then you're not getting that or wanting that at home, it can definitely damage your relationship with somebody that's amazing. Another one of the unfortunate consequences of watching a lot of it is that you almost become numb to the fact that there's some really bad stuff happening on some of these videos, right? It makes it normal. It like normalizes, the abuse. It normalizes the objectification. And last but certainly not least, guys, the final thing that I want to talk about that definitely affects your confidence, not to mention your motivation, is that it is addictive. It is really addictive. And whether or not you have like a good relationship, you're not doing it like all the time or looking at it all the time, it is still an addictive substance, honestly. And there's a bunch of research that basically shows that substance is just as addictive in terms of dopamine, in terms of the compulsion, like freaking crack. And as you know, crack is whack, gentlemen. I don't want you doing anything whack. I also don't want you doing anything that is going to affect your self-esteem, your relationship, your confidence, your motivation. But if you are somebody that is consuming a lot of the stuff, the sexy stuff that's a little bit dirty stuff, porn is secretly destroying your confidence, not to mention your motivation and your ability to kick ass. If you chill a little bit and just try like 30 days, give it a try. 30 days, nope, I'm not saying not to do you, as they say, but just abstain from that. And like I said, if you need to remove some of the triggers from your life, whether or not that's Instagram, sassy senoritas, or wherever, I think you should do it. Give it a try. I think you're gonna find that everything in your life gets better and your relationships get amazing.